I'm honored to be here. I see a lot of friends in local government that I've worked with over the past, and as most of you know, at least those who are elected office, I come from local government. And I'm here to tell you today that I'm a better governor because I first served at that local government level. Just like you, that grassroots where you are close to the people. And it is a truism, but government closer to the people is much more effective and more responsive to the needs of the people and the needs that we, the people, think are important. So again, I'm honored to be here with you. Let me just say that the League of Cities and Towns is a very valuable organization. I've had the opportunity to work with the League over many, many years. It goes back to my county commission days, and see Adam Troop here from our UAC, our affiliate organization with counties. But again, you are able to unite voices on common issues, and in that united voice go to the legislature and help making sure that we develop good policies that reflect, again, the opportunities we need to have at local government. So again, I appreciate the League of Cities and Towns and the valuable organization it is and what it does. And I appreciate your working relationship you have with the legislature and with the governor's office. Second, let me just say that it's really impressive for me to be here as I'm coming in and as I look out into the audience to see how many young people are here. I know our youth councils throughout the state. I hope you're having an enjoyable time. It ought to be kind of fun, although fun and enjoyment are not necessarily the same thing. People ask me all the time, are you having fun as governor? You know, fun would be if we're out golfing with Tom Dolan. You know, that'd be fun. But I find the job as governor enjoyable and rewarding. It's challenging. I see the fruits of our labor and our success as we are becoming the gold standard for state government in America today. That encourages us all to work even harder. But I appreciate the fact that our young people, which you are the leaders of tomorrow, you are going to be sitting here in some capacity in the future. You could be a mayor, a city councilman, a county commissioner. You could be a legislator. You could be a congressman. You could be the governor. I mean, there's just many opportunities. Some of you will just be in other capacities of civic service. Doesn't have to be an elected official, but you'll be helping other elected officials. So it's impressive to me to see so many leaders of tomorrow here today. And so I applaud our youth council members that are here and for their willingness to come and participate and for their willingness to take on the responsibilities of tomorrow. Let me mention a couple of people that I have great fondness for. You've heard from Mayor Hyatt. Steve and I go way back when he was first elected. Again, doing a great job there in Kaysville. But I was very much impressed with the leadership that took place. We had a windstorm, looked like a war zone up in Kaysville, and his leadership in bringing the community together to help in the cleanup. And doing that, because government can't always do it all. And have volunteers show up and the private sector doing the work and the leadership that he brought to that area and leading the way of really not only hundreds but thousands of volunteers was really impressive. Again, a good example for us in the state and for other communities. And so I appreciate his good work, and I know that he's doing a great job as your leader here of the League of Cities and Towns and his leadership team. Secondly, I'd like to just mention your new executive director, Roger, too. Again, I've known Roger for more years than probably he'd like to relate. It goes back again to my county commission days back in the 90s. And Roger's been a very excellent public servant, worked on our Utah Tax Commission, and many different capacities. He really does understand how government works. His experience will be invaluable to you here in the league as he helps you continue to build on the past and lean into the future. So it's great to have Roger on board here. He recently referred to me as Utah's local government governor. And I take that, frankly, as high praise. I am honored to be called that. And I was just reflecting, you know, you kind of look back at your time, and I just got reelected, as some of you know, for 4 more years. And I am going to do the State of the State tonight, and it'll come on at 6:30 tonight. You can set your DVR if you want to do that. I know Tom's already got his set. It'll talk a little bit in about a 30-minute period of time where we are at as a state, which is in a really good place, but some of the challenges we have going forward that we all need to kind of unite together and focus on as we work with the legislature and local governments to continue to improve. But I remember running for my first office. I actually ran for city council in my hometown of Orem, and I lost by about 36 votes. So my foray into politics I thought was over. Little did I know that there's other opportunities for me out there, but I never dreamed that one day I'd be standing here in front of you as the governor of this great state. So you never know, serendipity, preparation, sometimes it helps you open doors that maybe you don't understand. And again, for our young people, I can tell you, you're going to have ideas, you're going to have thoughts like the elected officials here. I have thoughts, ideas of how I can maybe do something and improve the community and even run for office to do so. So with that, let me, I guess, mainly just say thanks to all of you. We have a great state. We have, the reason for that, in my view, is that we have really great people that call Utah home. I hope we never forget the importance of the individual, the importance of family, the importance of good principles and good values. We're kind of losing that in some parts of our country, but not here in Utah. If you have good people with good principles and values, that leads to development of good policy. If you have good policy, that leads to good outcomes, good results. And that really is the secret of Utah's success. Our legislature, our local officials reflect the will of the people, their goodness, their principles, their values, and they develop a good policy that's giving us outstanding outcomes. So thanks for all that you all do collectively. Thanks for what you do individually in your respective responsibilities. God bless us to continue to be a good example to this country that needs a good example. Thanks for being here. I'm honored to be the governor of the best state in America. Thank you very much.
Again, Governor, we really appreciate you taking the time and always being responsive to local issues. As you work through this legislative session and you hear us advocating for things that the League is looking for, we want you to know we always consider you an honorary member of the League. So next time someone says, hey, here's what the League, you can say, hey, Mayor Hyatt made me a member of the League as well. So we forever regard you. We appreciate your local roots and being a great servant and a wonderful example and an excellent leader for our wonderful state. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm on board.